What is up? Welcome. We're on cheap videos here. What is up? Welcome back to at 2024 War Room on X, on YouTube, obviously, and also called Birdman. Follow me there on YouTube, or you can follow me on X. Happy Saturday evening. Happy conference championship weekend. I had to get on tonight. I had to do an emergency press conference. I was so fired up about these college football games. And then I got more fired up when I started watching some online commentary about who's going to be in the college football playoff and who deserves to be in. And there's some good valid points out there. But I'm going to tell you what's going to happen, in my opinion. But let me start how my opinion might actually be fact. Because if you watched me last night, which I'm sure you did, if you watched me last night, I made a few predictions on the conference championship game. So number one, we had the Big 12 championship this morning. What is up with, I swear, every game I watched OU this year, they're playing at 11 a.m. I mean, it's like, are we the losers now? You played 11? Anyway, so the Big 12 championship at 11 this morning. No big surprise there. Texas beat Oklahoma State pretty handily. It felt like it was over pretty quick. Oklahoma State got in. They did have 3 losses for the year. Kind of an up and down year. I think they came on stronger later in the year. But no big surprise. UT beat them pretty big. Now, your boy here predicted UT to win 45-24 over Oklahoma State. And what was the final score? Well, it wasn't exactly 45-24. But Texas won 49-21, which if you add the points up, that's 70. And then I said 45-24, 69. So I was off by 1 point. So I'm sorry. Maybe I'll do better next time. So UT won. Second game, that was the SEC championship. That was Alabama and Georgia. Alabama won. I picked Georgia to win. So I did get that wrong with who would win. But I must say that Georgia scored 24, and then Alabama had 27. So your boy here picked 27-23 Georgia. So once again, if you add up the scores, I'm not a mathematician, but I think I predicted 27-23, which would be 50 points, and the actual game was 51, which if you do the math, okay, now we're off by 2 points in 2 games. My bad. Okay, I'll do better next time. Anyways, so what's going on right now? So the games aren't even over yet, okay? So I had Michigan winning. They're playing Iowa right now. Big offense is going on tonight. This is actually, it is absolutely incredible. No, not really. So the Big 10 championship playing right now. Michigan is up 10-0 at the half. I think it just started the third quarter. And the ACC championship, the snoozer over there right now. The undefeated Florida State Seminoles are up 3-0 over Louisville. Ooh, that's get your popcorn on that one. But so anyways, I picked Michigan to win 48-10. So we'll see. I don't really feel it at this point, but we'll see. You never know. Maybe another good prediction. So really, why am I doing this? It's an emergency press conference. I wasn't even going to do a video today. I was going to wait till Monday. But like I said, I was so fired up about this, I had to do it now. So a lot of talk online, a lot of predictions on who's going to be in the playoff and who whatnot. So I'm going to tell you what my 4 teams are. But 4 teams I'm predicting right now. And number 1, Michigan. Okay, Michigan still not in. They got to win tonight, but I'm pretty sure they're going to win, beat Iowa. Michigan, I got Washington, Pac-12 champions, undefeated. I got them in, and then I have. This is where it gets a little messy, okay? This is where people would probably disagree with me some, and, I'm okay with that. So with Alabama beating Georgia, which Georgia was undefeated, Alabama had 1 loss. So now Georgia has 1 loss. And so there's a lot of talk that neither one will be in the playoff. Reason being, Texas, who is the Big 12 champion, who has 1 loss, beat Alabama at Alabama. So they feel like that cancels out Alabama because of that situation. Here's my argument why my number 3 team, where we got Michigan, we got Washington, my number 3 team would be Alabama. Why? Well, they just won the SEC championship. And last time I checked, the SEC wins a lot of championships. They're the best conference in America, year after year after year. So that's number one. Number two, they beat Georgia. Georgia was undefeated. Georgia was the number one team in the country. They just beat them. Georgia had won 29 straight games in a row. So Alabama beat the number one team in the country. They beat the two-time current defending national champions and beat a team that had not lost in 2.5, 3 years. 29 straight games. And you don't want to put them in the playoff? Okay. Okay, that makes no sense. That makes zero sense to me. Okay. That's why I have them in. My fourth team, this is even more controversial, by the way. My fourth team, is it Texas? No, it's not. I'm sorry. That's because you're a Sooner fan. Oh, maybe so. I don't know. No, it has nothing to do with that. So, my fourth team is Georgia. Oh, you can't do that. They just, hold on a second. Georgia was the number one team like 6 hours ago. They've been the number one team since 2020. They won the championship in 21. They won in 22. I mean, I get it. They lost by 3 on a neutral field, okay? And they're the two-time defending national champions. They've won 29 in a row. And you want to keep them out? I don't think so. And so, that's my 4 teams. Michigan, Michigan, Washington, Alabama, and Georgia. So, reason for Texas being out. I completely understand the argument for Texas, okay? Texas is a very good team, very good defense, offense solid, really good team. Really, they look dominant today. Of course, they played Oklahoma State, but okay. They look dominant. But my thing is, I totally get their best argument is they beat Alabama at Alabama. Totally great argument. I mean, I'm not making this argument at all. But there's only 4 teams. And so I think they deserve to be in the playoff. But you got to pick 4 teams. And my opinion is they lost, and I'm going to hate on my own team. I hate to even bring this up, but you got to look at their one loss. So my thing is Alabama lost to Texas, who is the Big 12 champ. Their one loss. Texas lost to OU, who is a 2-loss team, who lost to Kansas, and Oklahoma State. So in my opinion, even though Texas beat Alabama, Alabama's one loss is stronger than Texas's one loss because they lost to a team that's not only ranked lower in the rankings, number 12, OU's number 12, they're ranked lower. Not only that, they lost twice, once to Kansas, once to Oklahoma State. So if you just put the Texas one loss versus the Alabama one loss, Texas's one loss is actually worse than the Alabama one loss. That's my point. So if you put all this together, and not only that, here's the other thing. Timing is everything. You ever heard of that? In life, at work, personal life, marriage, whatever's going on in your life. So timing is everything. It just is. So if you have a big win early in the season, I'm not saying it doesn't count, but just mentally, Alabama had their big win at the conference championship. It's fresh in their mind, the playoff committee. So my point is that that's also working in Alabama's favor. So, folks, you might think I'm crazy. That's what I'm going with. This is where I'm going. We'll see what happens tomorrow. I had to do it tonight. I was just too fired up about it. So remember, Michigan, Washington, Alabama, and Georgia. I know you hate the SEC. I don't even want 2 SEC teams in. I'm just trying to be honest, trying to give you the best what's probably going to happen. We'll see what happens, folks. A lot of people disagree with me online, a lot. But that's my predictions. Follow me at 2024 War Room on X, also on YouTube at 2024 War Room, also known as Birdman. Thank you and have an outstanding rest of your weekend. The games aren't even over yet, by the way. Michigan's, I mean, hell, Michigan, I don't think Michigan's going to lose, but they got Michigan in the snooze fest, Florida State. Oh, why didn't you talk about Florida State? They're undefeated. I just can't get excited about these guys. Okay, I just can't. So that's all I got, folks. Have a great night. Thank you.